being great. It creates you and your soul as a magnet. Thanks for the hydrate, Blind Luck Intuitive. Yeah, it does, Zabu Ninja Time. Creating yourself as the magnet and being happy with life. Yeah, you're going to have humps and bumps through life. You can't appreciate the ups, the good times without having experienced some of the bad times. And that's where we quite often lose faith in the universe. But the universe can sometimes give us bad things clear to clear our path. Yeah, this is a great community. I love this whole Twitch community. I wouldn't be streaming if it wasn't a great community. But in a time in your life where, yeah, when you don't care, it starts coming in. But when you don't care about the outer, you still have to care about the inner. Blind Luck Intuitive hydrated me, and yes, I drink coffee when I stream, but generally speaking, I do drink water. So start drinking water, caring for yourself, because water flushes our body of all of environmental toxins. Yeah, when you're relaxed, when you're happy. Yeah, manifesting's like baking a cake. You got to mix all the ingredients, set the timer, and sit back. Sit back and wait. The universe, we don't know exactly how they're going to provide. Magician, thank you for the follow. We don't know exactly how they're going to provide. But having that love of being us, of being, it's not like loving yourself, because that can be conceited, but it's like having a love and a zest of your life being as good as it can be. And that brings in gratitude as well. So once you combine all of the gratitude, the patience, the letting go, yeah, it is an attraction when people love life. Thank you, Blind Luck Intuitive. It's a true attraction. And if there is a saying, if you want something done, oh, you started your study again. Yay. Set 3 community services. Good on you. I've started mine again, but that's another day. Yes. Yes, loving life, but being grateful, sitting in gratitude. Our life may not be picture perfect or Instagram perfect or whatever you want to call it. But if we love that which we have, we're saying to the universe, I've now got room for more. I've now got room to open my heart. And the universe will provide. I know the gratitude part is so powerful, but I started off with an example of mine. I'm not grateful that my spine's broken, but I'm grateful that I am what I am. And that's the whole of it. The good, the bad, the hiccups, um the trials, just like the butterfly getting out and spreading its wings. It took a huge struggle for the butterfly to get out of the cocoon to be able to spread its wings. So sometimes our struggles build us. They pull out that determination within us to achieve. Um, yeah, content and grateful for there being a door. It's like we're not essentially locked into the life that we have. There's doors, or some people like to think of them as chapters. Um, there's doors yet to be opened, there's chapters yet to be written. And um yeah, yeah, Zabu Ninja Time, that's only a little bit. um I resonate with the butterfly. It's like the more the more I look back at my struggles in life, the more I'm grateful that I've pushed forward. It may not have been easy, but I've continually pushed forward. And the people that have come into my life because of me pushing forward is massive. And the more the more we allow new experiences, don't put a label on the new experience. The more we allow new experiences to come into our lives, the stronger we get. And I'm reminded about my journey here today. As I was traveling, a car almost sideswiped me, but I stuck in the gratitude of, thank goodness I saw it and got out of the way. And on a sideline, you randomly messaged someone today. Oh, about a free cat tree they were selling. Oh, there you go. You never know how the universe is going to provide. Blind luck intuitive, but you're open to the possibility of provision. Yeah, but do you see how looking back, Perfectly Imperfect just made a great point that um sometimes it's when we're looking back that we can see it and we can be thankful. The test is to be thankful within the moment. And that is a difficult thing. I have not mastered it. I don't know of a living soul that's mastered it. There you go. Yeah, it was boredom. And hindsight's always a good thing. But if we can look at, like today on my journey back here, um, a car wanted to change lanes and hadn't seen me. And okay, no worries, blind luck intuitive, and hadn't seen me. I'm thankful and grateful I saw it. Okay, no worries, Sabra. Um, how do you navigate around dealing with someone when you're not sure if there is a connection there? Um, the connection may not be clear to you, Sabra. If they're in your life, people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And the connection might not be there. You might not be feeling it. Hello, Virgo Senpai, welcome in. You might not be feeling it. And it might not be that they're there to help you. It might be that you're there to help them. And it's just bringing a really freaky show into my head that oh, you can interject at any time. Virgo Senpai, there is no cue today. It's a chat. If you have a question, pose it. I'm not against reading tarot, but most of it is everybody's experience in life. But yes, if there's no connection there, you could fade out of each other's lives. And the fading out could be natural, but it could be you that's supposed to deliver them assistance. You might be the person there for a reason. And Sabra, I hope that resonates with you, because some people we don't actually feel a connection with. But divine timing is also there. If they're in our lives, it can be a timing factor. So we navigate by being as polite as we can in a situation. We navigate by showing respect. Yet we don't invite them to live rent-free in our head. There you go, Supra. Sometimes people come into our lives for a reason, and it could be that we are the messenger for their reason. Assuming it's always about us and what impact they're going to have on our lives, it's the wrong way of looking at it, because we can be the teacher as well. If we have someone come into our lives, it could be us that needs to share some information. Yeah, I get that, Zabu Ninja Time. Yeah, sometimes space between people is good. But there's two sayings that go with that. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, or like attracts like. And sometimes it's not that like attracts like, but we may be the messenger. We don't know what message we have to give, so this person keeps hanging around. And sometimes it's us that are the messenger. Yeah. But you could, I'm just trying to think. I have a friend in real life that I don't particularly vibe well with, but they've been in my life for such a long period of time. We have common interests. Don't get me wrong, we have common interests. But they're not someone that I would have sought out. Yeah, I can do that, Leah. I can do that. I feel like your situation is a divine timing. It's a letting go of a past person first. I won't claim this as mine because it's not. Steve Harvey says he's got a whole spiel on it, but he says if you're trying to manifest a new car, God's not going to give it to you if your old one's still in the driveway gathering dust. Oh, I hope not, Leah. I hope not. But yeah, Steve Harvey actually has that saying where God is not going to give you a new car if the old one is sitting in the driveway just rusting away and gathering dust. So you have to clear the old car away first before you can drive up with the new one. And we'll see how we go here, Leah. Okay. Okay. Soft words and action. Patience. I feel you're quite the extrovert, and I feel the person you vibed with is a bit of an introvert. Yeah. There we go. I've done a 5-card read because to me, a single card does not give a message. It's the interconnectedness or the chains between cards that make up the message. Yeah, exactly. You need to let go of some people. Like, we do try and hang on to friendships and connections, but at some point they don't fit into our new life going forward. It's like they don't fit into the door that we're wanting to open. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay. Okay, and that's why it's weird. Um, I'm not sure whether it's because of the reading, Leah, or because of Josh's comment, or Subra's comment. Um, I do feel like you're an extrovert and the person concerned is an introvert. I feel there's um I feel as an intuitive you can see a future. I see you being a person of action, and yet you're dealing with an introvert who worries about money. And I feel they worry that they wouldn't measure up. Perfectly imperfect. Your long distance. USA and here in Australia. Um, it's like you know each other without getting to know each other. Okay. Um, One of the things that I would say with manifesting is never believe that you're not enough. You are enough, even with all your problems, even with all your insecurities. Work on those insecurities. Don't allow those insecurities to dominate your life. You can ask another question, um, but perfectly imperfect. I would say work on the insecurities because the insecurities may be the thing blocking your life. I'm not doing Discord at the moment. I'm doing this stream and then I have an appointment that I have to get to. So I won't be able to do it through Discord. I do feel though that your health issues are the insecurities. Can you understand that? And I don't need to know in detail what the health issues are. You've got a doctor to deal with that. But I believe you're concerned that no one will want to take it on if they knew. You're about to write that. I'm picking up a sense that you're feeling no one would want to take it on if they knew the reality. And I want to say, get to a point where you embrace the reality of you. And I need help all the time, but I can embrace the reality of me. And that's the good, the bad. You know, I come with this. Leah, sweet dreams. And thank you for popping by the stream. Yeah, you're worried verbally or written down, your person knows it all, but living it is what they don't know. And I feel at times you don't correct them. I feel at times you don't correct them. Hey, Gold Hairs, welcome in. I haven't got a queue going, so it's just a chat stream. Okay, there you go. Perfectly imperfect. I feel it's pervasive and has to do with okay, it has to do with, can you understand pain, pervasive pain? I'll just get to Zabu Ninja Time in a moment. I haven't talked in 2 weeks. Don't allow it to make you sad. We were talking before about okay, perfectly imperfect. Get to the pain. I feel the pain tells you the weather. You can predict when rain's coming. You can do so much because of that. Yes, it prevents you from doing things like my spine prevents me from water skiing. Doesn't mean I hate the water. But I feel that your pain tells you, you can get it within half an hour. You can say it's going to rain in half an hour, and pretty much half an hour later it rains. I'm sensing that there's a tiredness that I'm connecting with, perfectly imperfect, and the tiredness also allows you to go for extended periods of time. Like, you go from between insomnia and being awake for a long time. And thank you for doing the shout out, Gold Hairs. Welcome in, Cat Ivy. Yes, I don't have a queue. This is a chat. Love and Other Mysteries. And we started off with talking about love. We've gone talking about manifestation. It's freezing in Melbourne. So yeah, there you go. Perfectly imperfect. Get to love it, because you may run out of energy and sleep for a long period of time, but then when you do pick up the energy, you can go. And there you go. You're also in Melbourne. Well, I'll have to give a big shout out to the Seaford Spiritualist Church every second Sunday. So I went on Sunday. Yes, we love Aussies, don't we? Blind, luck, intuitive. If you're near the Seaford Spiritualist Church, they do have healing. Seaford is south of Melbourne, and they have a massive healing circle that goes for half an hour, where you get one-on-one healing. spiritual healing, that is. And the church does it every second Sunday. So I attended on Sunday, and in 2 weeks' time I will be attending on the Sunday again. So Perfectly Imperfect, if you're anywhere near Seaford, you can attend. Ah, at least some days. There you go. I'm saying, oh, you're in the west. Oh, I'll have to see you next time I'm out Melton Way. Is Melton close? There we go. Perfectly Imperfect. I feel Melton might be close. Ah, there you go. If you follow me on Instagram, I can put you in touch with a light worker. Not essentially a spiritualist, but a light worker out that way. So, yes, Perfectly Imperfect, I can definitely do that. Now, Horse Drawn Portrait had the question first, so let's see. I'm trying to go back and read through the. Oh, there you go. Swimming. Oh, I'm allergic to chlorine. Instagram. If you're on Facebook, Perfectly Imperfect, you can search under the same name I stream as, Uniquely Karen Psychics, and I have a page on Facebook as well. So there we go. Okay, now Supra. I've known a person for a while who opened up to me about some of their issues for the first time, but they seem only to ever open up when under the influence in some way. Okay, if they open up only when under the influence, my guess is it's not true. I feel that there is personal gratification for opening up. They bring the attention back on themselves. Try and distance yourself a bit, Supra. I feel like you will get clarification, but I feel this person is what I call an energy vampire. They suck the life right out of you. And I feel that you'll understand that when you look back and see how exhausted you are when you finish talking to them. So even though you have strong feelings, your strong feelings might be that they're teaching you a lesson with their behavior. That it's like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And Perfectly Imperfect, you're more than welcome. And I do get out Melton Way quite often. I do have a following in Bendigo. So I travel out to Bendigo quite a few times. My next trip though is near Blind Luck Intuitive, and I'm going to Seconda Blind Luck Intuitive to work with me. Ha! And I can teach at the same time. Yes, markets can be draining, but I do private parties or private groups as well as the one-on-one, but yeah. Yeah, and the struggle of having a mature conversation is exhausting. So, Sabra, I feel once you step back from that person and from the strong feelings you first felt, I feel they're there to teach you a lesson. Yeah, I used to do the markets, and I did the whole mind, body, spirit throughout Eastern Australia. And then they started accepting everyone. The Mind, Body, Spirit festivals in Australia used to be run by the Spiritualist Church. And to be granted the ability to happen, to work at a Mind, Body, Spirit festival, you had to demonstrate that you did have a gift. And then they started selling the stalls. And yeah, but they started selling the stalls. When they worked out it was popular, the church gave over to mass marketing. And through the mass marketing, and you guys could put your hand up and say yay, nay. Through the mass marketing, they ended up attracting people that could pay for a stall but didn't necessarily have a gift. And yeah, they're still popular because of all the bells and whistles. But you can have all the bells and whistles you like, but unless there is evidence there, yeah, I hear you, blind luck intuitive. That's why I stopped doing them. I had the money to pay for my stall, but I also started when you had to have a gift. And yes, they've made it now that you can just buy a stall. Pretty much open a brand new pack of tarot cards and um yeah, they wanted to keep it genuine, but you guys know what mass marketing's all about. If you can self-promote, you can win in today's society. However, in doing so, I didn't want to be associated with most of the other people that just wanted the money. Yes, I should never be out of pocket for the time I devote to my gift. Oh, there you go, Cat Ivy. That's why the church in Brisbane has gone downhill. That's because I don't go there anymore. I'm just joking. No, seriously, I don't go. I used to go to the church in Brisbane and demonstrate, but it's because I don't go there anymore. That's why. Don't worry, there's a few churches in Melbourne that have gone the same way. Fortunately, the one I went to in Seaford, for any Melbourne people out there, it's Seaford. It's Nepean Highway, Seaford, just off Nepean Highway. They do have a Facebook page. They do have a website. How do I pick the decks, Sabra? That's good. I listen to my guide. I have my guide with me the whole time I'm reading. And most of the reading I do is psychic. Now, psychic is not always spiritual. If I have a spirit person come through, they will deliver evidence. Psychic is evidence too. However, there is no connection to anyone in the spirit world. It is through my guides that the information is coming. I always say that when I do have a spirit person, I always let everyone know that I've got this spirit person with me. Blue Moss Dragonette, welcome in. I don't have a queue going at the moment. You're not sure what a guide is. Well, there's heaps of spiritual people in the chat that will have different opinions. But for me, I have a protection guide who works with me whenever I work publicly. I have a strong connection with them. I also have another guide that works with me when I work publicly with spirit only. I have a guide that works with me when I have private sessions. You can have multiple. It's usually about 7. For most people, it's usually about 7. You have a life guide, so one that's with you from birth, right the way through. You have all of your past friends and relatives that look over you. But do they deliver information? For me, no, they don't. Oh, let's see if anyone gets this right. Thank you for that, Gold Hairs. But did I do a blind joke? Oh, blind luck intuitive, I'm sorry. Yeah, the prediction's up. Nobody's got it right. Oh, you did. I read it now. Sorry, blind luck intuitive. Then what's my excuse for running into doorways? What's my excuse for running into doorways? Okay, Cat Ivy, what do you have to tell us? I should actually go back to the church in Brisbane and do a demonstration. You saw angel number 777. I have no idea what 777 angel number is. So anybody in the chat that knows angel numbers, please let Cat Ivy know what 777 is. I believe it's prosperity. 3 pairs in a row. Wow. I believe it's prosperity and freedom. But I'm not into angel numbers. You got to, yeah, there you go, Gold Hairs. I'm glad you know the angel numbers, because I see it as, if I look at numerology, the 7s are the self, and multiple 7s are the self growing and growing in a positive direction. That's numerology. But angel numbers, I'd trust Gold Hairs. Play the lotto. But nobody's got this prediction before. Let's see if anybody can get it. How I have my coffee. I'm going to drink some coffee now. But yes, Sabra had the question about interacting with people and being drained by their energy, but also being attracted to them for some reason. Now, the reason that we're attracted to them may have absolutely nothing to do with a love connection. It could be that we're being drawn to them because their behavior is mirroring us. Look at their behavior and look at, are they self-centered? Are they more into self than community? My guess is that's the case. I feel community is the next step. And this is when we are attracted to a person, but there's a mismatch, we're parallel to them. It's like they're mirroring something back to us. And sometimes that mirroring can be, hang on a minute, pull up your socks. Okay. If you feel uncomfortable around any person, do not follow that discomfort. But at the same time, ask yourself, is that discomfort from fear? Or is that discomfort really coming from your soul? Your soul being the spirit part of you that's not the flesh part of you. And I do know there's some overlap for you, Cat Ivy, so I would say trust your gut. Gut feelings are like guardian angels. They tell us when something's wrong. I call them spidey senses, but that's just me. A lot of people don't like making fun of impressions that they're given, but I'm lucky that with one of my guides I have a real connection and I can joke with them. And that's when the magic happens, is when I can joke with my guide. And so I've got to a point now where I call it my spidey senses. And my guide's like my bouncer. If you've ever gone to a nightclub and you've got the person on the door that's letting people in or not letting people in, that's who my protection guide is. And I call my protection guide my bouncer. He'll bounce back the energies that aren't welcome in my sphere. And yes, it requires trust. Just like interpersonal relationships on the earth plane, it requires a trust. And that trust is something that quite often a lot of people can be knocked off that trust by a set of negative circumstances. And I can't remember the last reading, Cat Ivy, so I would go with, if something makes you uncomfortable, remove yourself. Are you manifesting the same trauma though? It's already happened. Okay. Then I know how difficult it can be for some traumas. Stop thinking about the trauma. Think about the positiveness of your current life. There was nothing before it. There's nothing in front of it. Just the positiveness of your current life. And focus on that positiveness. Okay, Gold Hairs is letting me know to earn channel points, please vote. How do I have my coffee? I have mentioned it on stream before, but yeah. Cat Ivy, I get that it's invaded your molecular structure. And you congratulate yourself for pursuing the legal side of things. Congratulate yourself for that.